This weekend is one of the big ones. NASCAR heads for Texas and Earnhardt Mania. IndyCar shows up at Long Beach for another street race. If it's half as good as 2 weeks ago, it'll be great. The NHRA goes into 4-lane mode at Charlotte, and the completely up-in-the-air Grand Prix of China, all in one weekend. I can handle it. I'm Michele Rahal with Motorsports Unplugged and Motorsports Unplugged Radio. Be sure and check us out every Saturday morning from 6 to 7:30 a.m. at www.620wdae.com. Just click the iHeart button and we'll be there. And don't forget, the past shows are on demand. NASCAR heads to Texas this weekend after taking the Easter holiday off. Coming out of the controversial finish at Martinsville, could Ryan Newman have enough momentum to make it 2 wins in a row? I doubt it. The competition is just too strong. It's amazing that Tony Stewart's been able to pull off 2. The money here, at least for me, is on one of the Roush cars. Biffle has the points lead and he needs a win. Earnhardt Jr. is second, and he's finished this race in the top 10 3 of the last 4 races. But Matt Kenseth's sitting in third as a win, and don't count out Carl Edwards or Jimmy Johnson. I mean, this is a hell of a problem to have. You really have a tough time trying to pick anyone in a 500-mile race at Texas from the huge talent pool NASCAR has right now. Kenseth won the last race here, Edwards was third, and Biffle fourth. Well, that's a hint that this might be Jack's track. In the IndyCar series, they move on to the legendary streets of Long Beach, where the strong road racers excel. Problem is, there's a huge depth of road racing talent in this field. Also, to add to the tension, IndyCar's announced it will no longer leave the pits closed on a full course caution that doesn't involve a true emergency. The leader will be the first to pit, but now this gives the pit strategy a new meaning. They had better be fast in and out. So far, there have been very few cautions in the first 2 races, but don't expect that at Long Beach. The hairpin is always one car too full, especially on the double file restarts. The NHRA is finally headed back to the east to run in the 4-lane strip that Bruton built. Last year it was Del Worsham in the top fuel. No repeat there because he's not driving anymore. In funny car it was Jack Beckman, but he didn't have the John Force juggernaut breathing down his neck. And in Pro Stock it was Greg Anderson. He's got a real shot at a repeat here. If Antron Brown is going to hold on to his lead, which is a paltry 8 points, he needs to lay down a win because Spencer Massey's won 2 out of 4 races. And he wants that lead. 8 points. Come on. There's a chance of rain for the weekend, but not too much to start worrying. Formula One heads to the Grand Prix of China this weekend with a chance of rain there as well. Rain benefited Fernando Alonso of Ferrari in Malaysia, but Ferrari, by their own admission, is in trouble despite holding the points lead. Ferrari, along with the other top-tier teams, have new upgrades scheduled for the race. Expect McLaren to be at the front unless they have another rain-soaked weekend. Everybody's going to show up with upgrades as they've had 2 weeks to prepare. Ferrari alone has 5 for China, but the big upgrades will come in May when they get back to Europe. Bahrain, who knows? It's on again, off again. Nobody's really said what's going to happen given the unrest in the Middle East. My thoughts? Kill that race. Let the kingdoms know they can't benefit from marquee events unless they have their political house in order. Take that date and add a testing weekend so the teams can catch up on upgrades. Hey, it's as good an opinion as anyone else's because it's mine, and that makes it better than anyone else's. From MotorsportsUnplugged.com and Motorsports Unplugged Radio, I'm Michele Rahal. Have a great race weekend.